Hi everybody, Tracy Monty Smith with SE Coaching, back for another little video chat with y'all. Very glad to see you. This week I just want to talk about that for the past month or so we've been talking about self-compassion, and we've been talking about some of the different things that we can begin to practice around our self-compassion. A few weeks ago we talked about what to do when you're having a bad day, things not to do when you're having a bad day. We touched on gratitude, and I've offered you the freebie to download the gratitude journal pages, and I'll post those again, the link to both those and the guide to what to do when you're having a bad day. Both of those are free to you guys, so please take advantage of them, download them, use them. Really want some feedback on the gratitude journal pages, and let me know if there's any tweaks or changes that you would like to see made to those particular pages. Last week we talked about emotional evolution and why going through an intentional identity crisis, one that we can control around our dreams and our goals, is a good thing because it helps keep us more nimble and more able to handle those identity crises that come up when life smacks us in the face with the unexpected changes and the unexpected things in our life. But it just really has got me thinking about the whole thing around self-compassion and what self-compassion means. And to me, self-compassion means that we need to learn to be kind to ourselves, that we need to learn to talk to ourselves the same way we would talk to our best friend. Because you know what? We wouldn't talk to our best friend, and sometimes I don't think we talk to our worst enemies in the way that we can talk to ourselves, and how viciously brutal we can be with ourselves when things are not going perfectly, or when we think that we're not worthy, or we think we're not perfect, or we've done something wrong. Because not being perfect does not mean that there's something wrong with us. It means that we're human, and we need to realize that all of being human includes all of the imperfections of being human. And we need to understand that finding that self-compassion and that self-kindness and quieting all of those vicious voices that go on in our head is going to only serve us so much better, and it's going to allow us to serve the other people in our lives that much better. We are a beautiful gift to the world, and those are the messages. Those the self-compassion. Those are the things that we need to say to ourselves and hear from ourselves constantly, because those negative voices in our heads, sometimes they can get so that they're talking daily or hourly, or heck, they can even take over your life, that you feel like you're getting another negative self message every minute on the minute, and all that does is start that spiral, and it puts us back into the places where we don't want to be. So I really want to encourage everyone to do the same thing that I'm going to do this week. I have had a week that's been pretty tough, of spiraling into the self-negative talk, of beating myself up because I can't articulate what it is that I'm trying to say to my husband so that he understands. Beating myself up because my desk isn't clean enough, or I didn't get enough writing done this week, working on my courses for my clients, or the whole mothering thing. That one is one that is just constantly raises its head for me, about where I haven't, I've let kids out of the house in wrinkled clothes, or they haven't cooked broccoli for a month, or it's just so easy to get into all of that and to stay there. And I really want to challenge everybody to do the same thing that I'm going to do this week. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the tools that we've talked about in the last month, and I'm going to put them into effect on a regular basis. So when I'm having a bad day, I'm going to take out that free e-guide. Again, I'll put it on the notes here underneath where you can download it again. And I'm going to live by those suggestions, and I'm going to remember what to do when I'm having a bad day, and more importantly, what not to do when I'm having a bad day, right? I am going to practice gratitude. I have my gratitude journal pages downloaded. Again, a freebie, and they're beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you to my amazing husband who designed theirs. I'm really excited about those. They're free to you. They're free to you for now. They're not going to stay free to you. So please take advantage while they're free. Check it out. Download it. use these. These are pages that every day I'm going to sit down and I'm going to fill it out, and I'm going to feel the gratitude and the happiness and the gratitude, not just for the things around me, but the gratitude for myself and everything and the gifts that I bring to the world and all of the amazing things that I get to take from being human and being imperfect in this world. And I'm also going to choose to go through an identity crisis, because you know what? Setting goals and dreaming big, that's where it's at, folks. That's really why we're here, is to move beyond and become the best version of who we are, and to take that next step into that next best version of who we are. And I'm going to force myself into really grabbing those goals by the hand and making sure that I understand the why and what I have to do to change the behaviors, and to go through the identity crisis of the beliefs of the things that I can do and the beliefs of the things that I can't do, because those are truly my beliefs. I get to change those. You get to change yours. It's amazing. So let's practice a little self-compassion. Let's treat ourselves like we would treat our BFFs. Heck, let's treat ourselves better than we probably treat our worst enemies, if the truth be told. Let's show self-compassion. Let's support ourselves, and let's just see where all this goes. Let's see what comes out of this on the other end of it. And I hope that you check in with me. I hope that you share where all of this goes for you, because keep checking into this site, the blog, the Facebook page, the Facebook groups that I have, my clients. Check in with me. I'm going to tell you exactly how this is going for me also. So until we see each other again next week, have a fantastic day. Practice self-compassion. Download those freebies. They're really cool. Give me some feedback on what you think of those. And let's practice our own self-identity crisis. Have a fantastic week. We'll see you in another 7 days. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.